Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today is Sunday, April the 4th, and this is the Punt Pass Parlay Podcast. I'm joined today with Danny, Neo, and Philip. We're going to go over the biggest sports stories of the week and what's coming up. Like, comment, and subscribe. But first, to get it started off, happy birthday to my boy Philip. He's officially 24. Hey, we're proud of you. But now let's get into the podcast. So, biggest story, game winner at the buzzer. Suggs. Gonzaga.
Hey, Drew Timmy. Savage. I think he's averaging like 25 a game now.
Whew. Man, these teams on fire.
Gonzaga's going to win it all.
Happy birthday to my boy Philip.
Gonzaga's going to win it all.
I don't know.
Like, it's a guarantee.
I don't know.
You really think Baylor going to do something to him?
Hey, they had to go down to the buzzer last night, man.
Because I feel like
Really overtime.
besides UCLA, Gonzaga was the hottest team.
Yeah, but
Like, it was Gonzaga and UCLA. They were the hottest teams of March.
hey, it's March Madness. That buzzer shot, hey, that's just part of the madness. I don't know if he can do it twice. He might need it again.
He ain't going to have to.
Hey.
You're going to dominate Baylor in the paint. That is what they do.
I don't have faith that Baylor beating them either. I feel like Gonzaga is pretty much going to walk out the champions this year.
My only problem is the game is tomorrow night at 9:30.
On a Monday?
Why they got a 9:30 tip-off
On a Monday.
on a Monday night?
Yeah, that's
We work Tuesday.
And hey, we're out of March Madness. It's April now. Like,
We got to wrap this up, guys.
but I'm
March is
saying,
over.
like, I'm not gonna be able to stay up to watch that game.
I'm not going to watch
I
that.
won't
I'll
be
watch
out.
it.
I'm
Okay.
gonna be out.
Next
Yeah, I'll
podcast
be
is
out.
all over you. You're gonna have
Hey,
to
I'm
fill us
going.
in.
I'm going to the beach on Tuesday, so I ain't got work after Monday.
Hey, bring us back some sand.
Hey,
Same.
I'm saying.
Alright, but
What's the odds at? Have they released the odds?
They have to have something. Gonzaga 4.5 point favorites right now.
Okay.
Okay.
What's the line?
This is very generous. Let's see, money line, Baylor plus 175, Gonzaga minus 210. Over under is 159.5.
Mm,
That is insane.
That is crazy.
So give me the under.
yeah, I'd go
Give
with
me
that.
Gonzaga on everything.
Gonzaga taking it all the way.
I'll take Gonzaga minus 10.5.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
They have officially now only won 2 games by single digits this year. Everything else been double digits. So I'll take them to win again double digits.
UCLA almost beating them doesn't scare you?
No, because
No?
they were insane. UCLA probably had one of the toughest tracks to the Final Four. Like,
Yeah.
you got to go through Bama. And they had the play-in game. I feel like the play-in game helped them in the first round. And then just getting the extra reps at that point really propelled them to,
Caught fire in the
to
playing
the
game.
Final Four. Like, because they went through it in the play-in game. They shouldn't have even won that game.
They were down what?
They were down at least 10
Hey.
to Michigan State. Freaking stinks.
Hey, had to do something. It's like our season on the line. Proud of them boys.
They did all right. But you ain't going to beat the best team in college basketball. They're
That's
going
true.
undefeated this year.
That looks like the reality. I think that's the reality. They will.
That's the move.
That's tough.
Hey, Aaron Rodgers can't get a contract in Green Bay.
Hey, I wouldn't give him one. Like, hey, we don't.
Wow.
For what?
I don't see like
He just doesn't like Aaron Rodgers.
I'm not an Aaron Rodgers fan. I just don't see it. Like everybody's like, oh, Matt LaFleur last year, he called the wrong play. I'm like, Aaron Rodgers forced a ball to Devontae Adams for what?
MVP.
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 Okay.
And now you're going to turn the ball over to Jordan Love to lead your team?
I didn't say.
That's just...
I didn't say give it to Jordan Love. I'm
Who
just not
you
gonna
going to give it to?
I'm just not gonna extend him as
They
far as he
definitely don't have
wants.
the draft capital to go get anybody.
I'm just not gonna extend him as far as he wants. I'll give him like a year or two. I just don't see keeping him around long term is the best option. I just don't think.
Why?
he
Keep
can
him
get
until he retires.
I just don't think he's gonna get it done
How is he not their best option?
because you want to win Super Bowls. You're like MVP of the regular season. He got to the playoffs. And as much as we want to
He
say,
could get to the playoffs, but he can't finish it. I
like
agree
as much
with
as
that.
we want to say, oh, his defense, blah blah, they
He's
first 3
got a
second half
ring,
turnovers.
though.
He's got one, and I was like,
I don't care. He's got
and I
his ring.
wasn't an adult when that happened. I'm an adult now.
You're
Last time that happened, I
obviously
was
still a child.
No.
You are obviously still a child thinking like that.
He's just not gonna get it done. I just don't see it. I don't feel it. I don't believe it. I look at him. I'm like, you're good. You're great, but you ain't that next level you gotta be.
He's not the GOAT, but he is the best quarterback.
I can't say that.
He
I can't
clearly is
say
his
that.
skill set better than anybody else's.
No, I gotta get it to Patrick Mahomes. After that Super Bowl, laying parallel with the ground, best skill set. He can throw any pass, any moment.
I don't care if he can throw any pass. Ain't nobody gonna catch it.
That's not
Nobody
his fault.
expecting you to be asleep, laid out on the ground, throwing the ball. Like, stand up straight.
Why you hating on Patrick Mahomes? Like,
Because that whole team is stacked. And everybody talking about it's just Patrick. Just Patrick. No.
I mean,
You got by far the fastest player in the NFL on your team.
yeah, but nobody was
You
talking
got
about
the
them.
second best tight end in the league on your team.
Who's first?
George Kittle. Okay. Can't steer
No.
him off of that. Oh, George Kittle is the most complete tight end.
Yeah, I think he played like what
Kelsey
5
is-
games.
Their whole team got hurt. I don't know
What
Whole
happened to them
team-
this year?
MetLife Stadium.
Yeah, like, it was like,
They went to
hey,
MetLife
you're
and the
done.
whole team was done.
Wait, didn't George Kittle go to the Carolina?
No, that was an April Fool's joke.
It was?
Yeah.
April Fool's joke
Yeah.
going to Jackson.
He got me. I was like, damn, this
Man.
man went to the Carolina.
That's crazy. But no,
And then, I mean, every other receiver on their team's a track star.
I mean, but all I'm gonna say is when Alex Smith was there, nobody was talking about their receivers.
Their team was
that
still
way.
good.
Yeah, their team was still stacked.
It was still good, but nobody looked at their receivers and went, "Damn, they're the best core in the NFL." Until Patrick Mahomes
Because
showed
Patrick
up.
Mahomes has a much stronger arm, and he's
Yeah.
more mobile. All
So
it
he
takes is
enhanced
to
their
have
skills.
all it takes is to have a strong arm, and you're immediately the best quarterback in the league.
That is so far from true.
That
Just
is
a strong
exactly
arm.
that is exactly how they spin it.
Josh Allen has a
Josh
strong arm.
Allen, first 2 years in the league, they're like, hey, this kid's great. Just because he overthrowing every receiver by 50 yards. That boy throw a slant into the first row of bleachers.
I mean, he was very bad. Yes,
But they say
But
he
you
was
could
great
see-
because he could bomb it.
but you could see the talent behind it. You just had to work on some mechanics and work on some other things. You saw him last year.
What's the talent behind throwing the ball in the bleachers?
Not everybody can do it.
I couldn't throw a ball behind the bleachers.
That's what I'm
Right?
saying. I can't do that. Bro, I can't do that. Not even close.
I promise you I'll get closer on that slant route than he did.
Hey, throw me a slant. I could probably make that pass.
Hey, he was throwing them balls like Mitchell Trubisky out there. But he just got better.
He just got better.
He just got better.
But I don't know. Mitchell Trubisky still has not thrown a pick six.
Hey, hear me out. He about to become best backup in the league.
He really
Brandon
is.
Bean gonna turn him around.
They have to.
Congratulations, Mitch. You're the best backup in the league.
Hey, number 33.
What number is he? Have they said?
What was he in Chicago? 10?
Yeah.
He'll probably stay 10.
Hey, you see Jalen Hurts changed his number to 1?
Did he?
Yeah.
He
Went
was.
from 2 to 1.
Okay.
He was like,
That's fine.
why'd you do that? It's just funny.
Was he one in Oklahoma?
Yeah. Yeah, he was one in Oklahoma. I don't know. It's kind of a dumb move.
Hey, the number's important.
Because he's still going to be number 2.
Ooh.
Alright, bro.
He's gonna be number 2.
Yeah.
Backup?
Yeah, he'll back up somebody.
Maybe.
Wow.
What's that one dude who came in at the end of the year?
I don't even remember his
I don't
name.
remember his name.
Hey, he gonna be back.
we'll remember it soon.
We'll remember it this
He gonna make a
season.
name for himself then.
Oh, man. But yeah, let's talk about the draft. Last time we had a show, the 49ers did not have the 3rd pick. And nobody had a pro day yet.
And Dolphins done bounced around.
Yeah.
Now they're sitting at 6.
Eagles went back to 12. So, what are 49ers doing with that 3rd pick? We've seen pro days now, so what are we going to do? What are
See,
we
the pro days aren't finished yet though, because I know they requested to get another one from Fields so they can be there for it. I would assume that you take Justin Fields.
Yeah, if he's available.
I mean, you look at it, for them, it's going to either be between Fields and Mac Jones. Fields is faster. stronger, better, all around.
His pro day looked amazing. That rollout to the left, on the money.
Do you think they take Fields?
I think they would have to. I'm going to break this down to one play that I saw, one route that I saw in Mac Jones' pro day. I'm surprised Kyle Shanahan didn't walk out. They were in a deep post. Mac Jones overthrew it
I
by
saw that.
about 18 yards.
Ooh.
Looked just like the Super Bowl.
I was gonna say, we've seen
I'm
that.
saying, I'm surprised they didn't just walk out the building when that happened.
Looks like they were going to take Mac Jones,
Yeah.
and now
It does
Pro
look
day.
like they're going to take him, but I don't
I don't see why
you
they
would take
yeah,
him.
me neither.
Yeah. If
The
Justin Fields is on the
athleticism's
board-
not there. Like, he doesn't have a strong arm. I feel like he was purposely overthrowing balls in that pro day to try to say he's got a strong arm, but
Trey Lance is in
Yeah, I was gonna say I've seen.
maybe go number 3 as well.
Yeah, I've seen reports that Trey Lance is not out of the conversation for them to take.
oh no, not at all. I think Trey Lance will stay in that conversation. I will be excited to see where he goes because I feel like he has drifted out of the conversation
Mm-hmm.
as far as like the media goes. But with teams, he's still up there in the conversation.
Yeah.
So it's like I wonder who's going to take that jump and get him.
I think if I'm Miami at 6 and he's there, I may do it and see if I can trade
No.
Tua to get another pick.
Them moving back to 6, I think signaled they were going to give Tua at least another
Yeah.
year.
I know, but I just
Roll
think,
with Tua.
If they can steal Jamar Chase out of that draft,
or
You think the Bengals take Jamar?
no,
No.
they got to take
they,
Sewell.
they got to take an offensive
They
line.
gotta take
they're gonna
Panay
take a
Sewell.
lineman.
If they take a receiver, it's going to be the same thing you saw this year.
Isn't it reported that Burrow wants Jamar Chase? Like he's campaigning to get.
Yeah.
Well,
See,
this guy.
he can campaign all he wants to get Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
What he needs is help.
Yeah.
Well,
He needs
they're
protection,
They're saying they can get an offensive lineman in the second round.
but not Panay Sewell,
Yeah. You.
I honestly think they'll take Jamar Chase.
which is going to be why Joe Burrow might not have a great career.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean.
It's a risk move, but I love risk
Jamar
moves.
Chase is great. I will.
He's NFL
first.
ready.
He's first receiver off my board.
Mm-hmm.
He just had a whole year to just prepare for the NFL. He's gonna do great, but he does not need to be wearing a Bengals jersey, unless they trade the rest of their future to get another pick this year.
Yeah.
Because you got to worry about your quarterback future.
Right.
Yeah. This is a moment where they're gonna be like, for your safety, we're not going to listen to you, Burrow. You don't understand.
Yeah.
We're taking offensive lineman. We'll get you a receiver later.
Yeah. Otherwise, I could see Burrow being like the next Andrew Luck.
I hate
Ultimately,
to see
just
that.
having to hang it up early
Yeah.
when you know you got so many years left in you.
I would hate to see that. Because it hurt to see Andrew Luck retire. It was like, man, you're good.
Yeah. Now think if Burrow does that, because they go out and get him a ton of shiny weapons. Honestly, you can get great receivers in this draft late.
True.
I mean, that's been the case for the past few years.
Yeah.
I mean, all these guys come in, they are just ready to go.
Yeah. They're starting the game earlier. Getting those skills refined by the time you get here. It's like, hey. Because Jamar Chase, like I said, he's NFL ready. I feel like first day he steps on the NFL field, he's an NFL receiver.
Oh, yeah.
He's ready to go.
Absolutely.
Like 100%.
Especially because his last year in college was Joe Brady. And that offense was electric.
Good times.
I also think that Devontae Smith might actually slide a little bit. I think he'll be third off the board. Because I think Waddle will go before him.
The third receiver
Yeah.
pick.
I think Waddle will be second off the board. And then Devontae Smith. And I really think it's just because of his body type. I think people
Yeah.
are scared about that.
I was going to say, his
You look,
size.
you look at him, he doesn't look like a, built receiver.
Yeah, no, he's just long and lanky, which, I mean, honestly, going through the season, he made it through the whole season. People were physical with him.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they're just scared for no reason. But I do believe he will be the third off the board
I mean,
because of that.
I see the hesitation because when you're in college, not everybody in college is an NFL player. So when you get to the NFL, those cornerbacks, those safeties that hit you, everybody's coming with NFL power, grown man strength. They may be worried, like, if you take a hit from, like, an NFL safety on a deep route, you may be done.
Yeah, but you got to think this year he would have been doing 1-on-1s with Patrick Surtain, and he's a top 10 pick
Yeah,
at corner. You know they were doing 1-on-1s all year.
that's true. So yeah, I
And
guess
so
it'll balance
like
out.
I think it's just going to be them being scared and not taking the risk and getting him. But whoever does get him, I think they're gonna be good.
I mean, yeah, I'd definitely take the risk. Because he sat behind, for 2 years? And he merged on the scene.
Yeah, I mean he still played last year and stuff, but
Yeah.
or the year before, but I mean
But he wasn't number one
Jalen
option.
Waddle was their guy.
That's what I'm saying. Now he went first option. Like, he showed up. He was like, yeah.
Yeah, because I mean
I'm
you were
top
behind Jerry Judy, Jalen Waddle, like Henry Ruggs. Like it's gonna be
They just-
hard to see the field.
They just had such stacked receivers over these past
They
few
are
years. like,
unloading
man.
a ton of receivers right now, and they're doing pretty decent, I would
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, Jerry Judy up in Denver.
They were
Doesn't have
talking
great
about he
quarterbacks,
has the
but he
best
looks good.
routes.
Yeah,
He was the best route runner coming into the draft.
yeah. I'd say that. But
Henry Ruggs, he just gone.
240, like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh. That's pure speed.
And then I'm curious to see what Bill does in the draft. I'm hearing a lot that he may
Belichick?
move up. Yeah. I'm hearing a lot that he may move up from 15. I think right now they're saying about 11.
I think at 11 you can still get a decent quarterback in this draft, given the picks that are coming after, like those top 6. I don't think most people are going to be trying to get a quarterback. I think the other needs are so deep that
I mean, the
You get to-
49ers need a quarterback.
yeah. But
Oh,
when you
yeah,
look
for
at
sure.
They'll definitely be taking a quarterback, but
What pick are they? Oh,
They're
they're
three.
3. We
Yeah,
just
3.
talked about it.
I think after I'm not even certain if the Falcons
That's
will
what I was going to
take
say.
a quarterback.
What do you think's gonna happen with Jimmy G though?
Jimmy G. Oh, he's playing for his job. You
Get
don't
him
move
the
up to
hell out of
third
there.
pick for
I
any.
don't even think he's playing for his job.
It's gone. He already
I think-
lost it.
yeah, I think
It's
he's
gone.
gone.
They
Transition
they don't trust Jimmy anymore.
I
They
know,
don't
here's
want
the
Jimmy
thing.
anymore.
Well, I say if he comes in and he stays healthy, and let's say he gets everybody comes back and he gets into like the NFC Championship game, I think that buys you another year on the team.
But he's not going to play the full year. They will sit him at some point to bring in whichever new quarterback they got.
Just like they did
Unless their
Trubisky
new
with
quarterback
Foles.
is just getting 8 up in practice. Which if they take Mac Jones, he might as well just cancel the season. Go ahead and extend Jimmy G's contract.
I don't think they'll take Mac Jones. I just don't like with the West Coast offense they run with all the run. I think like if Justin Fields is there, you take him because I
Yeah.
just feel like he fits the scheme to a T. I feel like him in that scheme, that Super Bowl's to come.
So if they move on from Jimmy G, where do we think he goes?
Well, so this was funny. I was looking into his contract. This year, he's got no trade clause. Next season, that's gone. They can send him anywhere.
So they'll just sit him.
I don't think they'll sit him, but I do believe that when they feel their quarterback is ready, they will bench him. Because, I mean, they even said when they traded for him, he sat for 5 weeks. So Kyle Shanahan could make sure he knew the offense before he put him out there. So, I mean, whenever their new quarterback is ready, I think they'll put him on the field. Until then, Jimmy G is just going to be a transition piece. And then come next offseason, they'll ship him off.
Yeah, I just don't know where he would go. 'Cause-
Chicago.
I mean that's a real possibility. That's a real possibility. I don't think he'll come back to New England if Cam does good.
I'd rather ride with Dalton, honestly. If
I
I'm
don't know.
Chicago. I never liked Jimmy G.
Jimmy G looked like a guy who would just look good in Chicago.
He would look
He
good in
looked-
Chicago
he-
colors.
He just looked like he would
No.
fit the.
I mean, he
jerseys
got a
and
ring
everything.
already, so like,
He did have a ring already.
like just like send him over there, let him do
He
some
done been
work.
in a couple Super Bowls. Like he got more experience than anybody on the Chicago team.
He's got great playoff experience. Like he really does. Like I get into
He's
a
been a
playoff
part of
game.
some of the greatest teams in history. Like
If he gets you to the playoffs, like I know how to win a game.
Right, right.
Like, I can win a game.
I'll call Tom. He'll come help us. I got my ring. I'll show you who did it for me.
Oh, you got.
I don't know. I would like to see Jimmy. I would be okay seeing Jimmy
Mm.
come to Chicago.
No.
I think Jimmy get a bad rap for that one pass in the
I
Super Bowl.
no,
He
I
really
never liked him.
does, But it's
Even with New England, I thought he was overrated.
Oh, I liked him.
I think
thought he
people
was
were
good.
calling him a top 10 quarterback. Like, no, he's not even top 20.
no.
Come
he's,
on now.
No,
Top 20.
He's
Honest-
top half of the league.
Honestly, I'd
I
rather
mean, he is top half. of
I'd
the
rather
He's
roll with
top half of the
Trubisky
league.
than Jimmy G.
league. No.
Trubisky after this year.
No,
He's
even
gonna get
before
fixed.
then.
No. He's gonna
Yeah,
get
yeah,
fixed this year.
Because
He's
I
gonna be
mean,
a great.
Jimmy G
quarterback.
had great coaching. Trubisky didn't. We seen Jimmy G's ceiling, and that's being
Now,
carried
did
by
Jimmy
running
G
backs.
have great quarterback coaching, or was just the scheme of the offense that good?
Yeah. I mean,
Because
well,
he did not throw a lot, and that
So-
team was amazing.
Exactly, he didn't have to do anything.
But I'm saying I think instead of actually helping him develop as a quarterback, they just hid his weaknesses
Yeah.
within the offense.
And then
They were not worried about developing the player. They're worried about the overall team. He needs somebody that will focus on him too.
Well, here's my thing.
I think we've seen the best of him. Just move on. Honestly, honestly,
Hey, he could come to Buffalo for a year. You know, we'll fix him too.
Maybe.
We'll send him.
I
on.
just don't think
if
he's
they
a-
want to trade him to us next year after we let go Trubisky, we can have another backup. To
I just don't
Josh
think he's a
Allen.
starter.
That's wild.
I think he'll get back to starting. I really think he's a good quarterback.
Maybe for like a
He is
6-win team.
definitely one of the top 32 quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah.
So you
Congrats.
can't tell me he's not going to have a starting
He's
job.
definitely a starter.
I
That's not a
guess.
question.
When Trevor Lawrence flops,
But so is Cam Newton. Man.
and Jacksonville got to get another quarterback, they don't call
Wait,
it
when
easy.
he flops?
He said
Trevor.
I mean, I can see that.
I mean, Trevor is just.
Honestly,
Trevor looks great on paper.
I think Zach Wilson might.
Zach Wilson, I do not believe is going to be good at all.
I like him better than Trevor.
I definitely don't.
Granted, I didn't watch any college football games.
This is just going
That's all his
based on
pro
what?
day.
This is going
I'm
based
sold.
Just watch. Hey, that's what sold me on Justin Fields. I was like, man, that's
Yeah,
probably good.
sold on him too.
I was like, I
I-
really like that guy.
I don't think Zach Wilson's going to be all that. Because I don't think.
He's got
He's
got the New York
definitely
look.
going to have growing pains.
Oh yeah.
Because the level of competition he has played against is nowhere near what he's about to deal with.
I mean, but he was at BYU, so he didn't get like top tier recruits like other schools, you know, Clemson, Alabama.
Yeah,
stuff
but
like
he's
that.
playing with grown men at BYU. Most of the dudes on the football team are grown men out there playing.
I mean, yeah.
What do you mean by grown man? Like 30 years old?
Yeah, so what I was hearing about with BYU is like guys will come in and since it's like a Mormon school, they will go on like mission retreats or something for like a couple years.
Oh.
Go do that, then they will come back to the school. It's like, all right, you ain't no 18-year-old kid no more about to go play football. You 22, 23, like you should be starting your first year in the NFL,
How are these guys not national champions?
and you're a freshman in college.
How are you not overpowering everybody? Like you got grown man strength almost at that point.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, I think his team probably a little better. It definitely, at least for the competition that they play against.
I wouldn't say better. I'd just say more developed. Just, you know, body-wise. Because that doesn't mean, you know, their skill level went up just because they're older. They've been on a mission trip. I don't know how much football they got to play.
Hey, it depends on where they're at.
That's true.
They might have been showing them
I mean,
how to sling it out
really,
there.
America is really the only place that does football. Like, anywhere else,
No,
they may do
Australia,
rugby.
Yeah, they play
Australian
soccer.
Football
They're
League.
playing soccer,
Hey.
like, rugby.
No, they got Australian Football League,
Yeah.
the CFL, who just they working on a contract with the XFL. That's gonna be awesome.
Football's coming full circle.
Then they do. Hey, if they sign that deal, they need to start talking to Australia.
That's true. Australia produces.
They need to make like an international football league. Because I think that would be awesome.
It's called rugby.
No.
No,
They
rugby's
need to
something
make
different.
like an internet, like,
I tried watching rugby. I was like, I don't know what's going on. What is this?
I think it would be so cool if like, because you know, the NFL is the pinnacle. That is the pinnacle.
Of what?
But,
What do you mean? For
like,
sports?
For football.
Oh.
No, like for football.
What about
like
soccer?
the N.
Is that football?
That's football. That's not football. But I'm saying like the NFL amongst all the other leagues that are already out there, like
Oh,
nobody
okay.
is going through college. They're like, man,
The fan-controlled
hope
football.
I get sent to Australia.
Yeah.
Like, maybe somebody is, but like, you want to go to the NFL. But if they can make like an international football league,
I mean, that'd
to
be
work
nice.
as like a G League to the NFL. That would be awesome. You could get so much exposure around the world. I think ultimately, like going way down the line, they could be as big as soccer is around the world.
I think so. I think so. It would take a long time, just because soccer's been around forever.
Yeah, no.
Oh
Soccer,
yeah,
It's been
no,
played by
they
every
would.
country
Yeah,
for a long time.
no, it would be long.
Soccer's easier to
development.
understand.
But if you had like a legitimate like governing body over football, and then you had these little different areas like CFL, XFL, Australian Football League, like, but they're all under this one governing body, like, boom, you could get huge.
So like NFL and its affiliates.
Yeah. Basically, just be like a G League to them.
And I mean, yeah, but how would that work though?
Because
Because you know how,
I
like,
think
college
ultimately
works,
that's how like CFL and XFL are going to be. College is about to get run through. College athletics, I think, next 5 to 10 years is, unless they just cut loose of all the rules.
Pay the athletes. It's
Yeah,
time,
they.
boys.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're going to have to like college basketball's already losing a bunch of dudes to the G League.
I mean, yeah, because
There's some other league that's coming out with some social media group.
Didn't
where
LeVar Ball
they're
have
paying
his own
guys.
league? Is that thing? Is he still doing it?
LeVar, no.
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 They didn't pan out for him.
He did have something going on though, but they've got like another. I think it's the Check Down is running a league where they're gonna start paying dudes like 6 figures
How do I get in
to
this
come
league?
play.
Do I gotta be good?
Yeah, you gotta be good at basketball.
Well,
But they're gonna take like
there goes that
the
shit.
better like high school dudes, put them on a team, let them make money. G Leagues letting dudes come in instead of going to college. Like, so college basketball is already gonna start seeing that.
I mean,
People gonna start doing that with football.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why the NBA didn't adopt what the MLB did, which is you go to the minors. You go to the G League
I mean, I feel like that's what they're doing right now.
it's like it just feel like that's closer to NBA competition than
The
most
amount of
people
time
see
they
in college.
spend in the minors is some bullshit.
I know that is.
It really depends.
I just feel like if you're really good, it's like
It
you
really
can't hold you in the
depends.
majors.
You
'cause, like,
gotta
we
be
need you. We
really
need you in the
good.
majors.
yeah, for baseball,
Yeah.
I feel it is definitely more of a long game
Yeah.
because you could go to the minors and you could be there for years.
Yeah.
If
But
I were
mean-
pro and I was like 2 years in the minors, I'd retire already. Man.
But I mean, once you get to the majors, you can get, exuberant contracts.
Yeah,
Just
that's true.
amazing.
Yeah, that baseball money is
Who just signed that 10-year deal?
Francisco Lindor.
Yeah, just 10-year deal with $341 million or something,
Mm-hmm.
something like that.
See,
So it's
once,
like-
once you make it, you could be on crazy money.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because those baseball contracts.
Neo messing it up over there.
No, it froze us.
Oh dang!
So I was restarting it.
I'm frozen.
Are we still live?
No, we're currently sponsored by GoPro. We are not actually sponsored by GoPro. But if y'all want to send me something, let me know.
They like just took the audio. But yeah,
Yeah.
the camera messed up a little bit.
Am I defrosted now? Can I
Yeah.
move?
You're on a heater.
Just make sure the camera works. How are we looking?
He has no idea.
Our camera's down, but we'll be alright.
Yeah.
Keep it going.
But yeah, the draft. So what are the Eagles doing at the 12th pick? 'Cause we
Who
got-
gives a shit? They're gonna suck next year.
What? You ain't got no
They're gonna
faith
be in
in
the
Hurts?
bottom of the NFC East.
I'm not really certain what they will do in the draft, quite honestly.
Nothing
No,
can save that
that's what I'm saying.
team.
They went back to the 12th pick, so I'm like, you're not counting.
I think at that point you just take best available.
Yeah.
Blow it up. Start all over. Get a new coach in there.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. They new coach.
That new
New
coach
quarterback.
stinks already.
Terrible press conference.
Yeah.
Terrible. You look nervous, anxious.
What do you say? We're gonna have smart systems. Easy to learn. Get out of here, dude. Good for my Cowboys.
You see where see why Hilton turned down a multi-year deal for the Ravens?
Yeah, that's
Went back to the Colts for
because
1 year.
Lamar can't throw,
Yeah.
and it's clear.
I don't know if it's just Lamar or if it's.
Definitely Lamar.
I mean, look at their when you look at the scheme, they run the ball a lot, and then when you look at the actual receivers they gave him, I don't know
They run.
if that's going to help him actually pass the ball because his receivers aren't amazing.
They run the ball a lot because even the coaches know Lamar can't throw. It's true.
he is very inaccurate.
I think we've seen Lamar's best years. I'm gonna go out on a limb. He won
wouldn't say
MVP. Oh yeah, 100%.
What?
Yeah.
You don't think he can develop as a passer?
No, hell no.
Why not?
Receivers know it already. That's why they ain't going to Baltimore.
You like Aaron Rodgers, right?
I love Aaron
Did they
Rodgers.
not rebuild his release when he got drafted by the Green Bay Packers? That was like the main story. They were like, we don't like his release, and they rebuilt it. You don't think they can rebuild
Honestly,
Lamar Jackson's throwing?
I didn't know who Aaron Rodgers was until he started beating up on the Bears. That's when I knew Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
So,
That's fun.
so from the moment he got on the field, he was already the GOAT. When I saw him, I was like, man, this guy can sling the rock.
Okay, I got you. But yeah, that's what they did with Rodgers. They rebuilt his release from the draft because that was like their thing. They're like, we don't like his release. You don't think you can develop Lamar
No,
Jackson?
not Lamar Jackson.
Oh, that's tough. I think you can develop this man. He's only what, third year, fourth year?
Third, I think.
Yeah, third year because he
Yeah.
won the MVP in his second.
Yeah.
So last season would have been his third. Yeah, he's going into his fourth year. He's going into his fourth year. I think if you get them better receivers who can actually like one-on-one win jump balls, win routes, create separation, work with his passing, I think you can.
Lamar? Are you calling Lamar the GOAT?
I thought we were talking about Rodgers.
Oh
still.
no, we went back to Lamar.
We're
Jackson.
talking about
He
Lamar
stinks.
Jackson.
Lamar, he does need a number one.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think.
Are
What's his name?
you a believer in his throwing ability?
No. Lamar? No.
There you go.
What I'm saying,
That's
you
fine.
believe
I'm
it
not
can be
entirely
built.
sold on him right now,
Me neither.
but I think
The ship has sailed.
only having Hollywood Brown is your number. Hollywood Brown is your number
They
one.
gave him-
Hollywood and Mark Andrews. Him and Mark Andrews, great together.
Mark Andrews, yeah.
Him and Mark Andrews
I
are
would
great
say.
together,
But you need a receiver.
but you need that connection with more than just a tight end.
I mean,
You need your best receiver too.
and Des Bryant.
Des Bryant. Oh yeah.
those are his two receivers. Des Bryant.
Des
Hollywood
Bryant
Brown.
stinks.
So, I don't think he's. How good is his throwing going to be?
Well, I think the fact that receivers don't want to sign there
Shows.
and coaches run a run first offense just shows.
Now,
us.
what do you mean receivers don't want to sign there?
Juju was offered more money. He decided not to go.
So was
but
T.Y.
T.Y.
Indy
Hill
was
offered-
not going to let him leave though.
Huh?
Indy wasn't going to let him leave.
No.
They
he
gave him
chose
a
to.
one-year, $8 million.
I wouldn't want
contract.
T.Y. back on the team.
The Ravens gave him a multi-year deal, and he said,
I mean, he's been
back
there-
to
Yeah,
T.Y.'s been there almost his whole
But if you
career.
listen to why T.Y. was talking about it,
What do you say?
that 1 year is going to do him better. Cap's going up next year.
Exactly, yeah.
They're signing him
True.
on a multi-year deal based on this cap.
Yeah. Okay.
You
Right.
sign everybody who's not signing just a one and done deal this year is crazy, because the money is going to be so much better next year.
I mean, I don't know. Not everybody's crazy because some people's stock ain't high enough to sign a one-year deal, and hopefully they do good enough to get a contract the next year.
I mean, if you believe in yourself, I'm going 1 year.
I mean, that's
I'm
true.
gonna prove to y'all, pay me, and I'm gonna get a big multi-year contract the next year.
Trying to pull that Dak. Did he not play on the franchise tag? Did great, got hurt, his value went
got
up.
his check.
All I had to do was
Got
play
his
3.5
check.
games.
Yeah.
3.5 games, and he was
He
like,
played
I'm in
the
it.
first half of the games, and he got his check.
his
he got his contract.
I'm gonna get paid more even without.
Let me
playing.
go 1 and 2, 1 and 3, and then just break the bank. Like, that's dumb.
He got hurt.
It's dumb that they signed that contract.
It is a bit overpaid.
It's
but
a bit,
better
it's
than
a
losing
bit
him.
pricey
It's insane.
given what the cap is.
Is it better than losing him?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
100%.
No.
top 5 quarterback.
Who else were the Cowboys going to get?
Andy freaking Dalton, dude.
No.
Dalton, all day.
Well, back
Mitchell Trubisky.
back
Can't even say
to
that seriously.
back to T.Y.
Jimmy
for a
G.
second.
Jimmy G is a cowboy.
No, ill.
What?
Back to
No.
T.Y. for a second. Who had a better year, Carson Wentz or Lamar Jackson
Lamar.
last year?
Lamar.
Wait, who?
It was
Who's the other
definitely
one?
Lamar.
Lamar Jackson
It
or
was
Carson
definitely
Wentz?
Lamar.
It was definitely Lamar.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so T.Y. chose to go to a quarterback who had a worse year and took less money. So, clearly, no one believes in Lamar Jackson's throwing ability.
Hold on.
Don't give me this. He was playing with
Time out.
practice squad receivers.
Time out.
No, he's gonna
Hold-
mention the free agency next week. How the salary cap's going up.
No, I'm past that because that's already cemented.
Clearly, Lamar.
You're not choosing to stick with Carson Wentz over last year. You're choosing Frank Wright, Carson Wentz with Frank Wright. The fact that that offensive line is better than anything the Eagles have ever had. That's what you're choosing.
I just
I don't like Lamar.
don't believe in
I
Lamar.
think he's overrated.
I think we're gonna see.
Y'all hating on him, man.
Man,
He
I
cold.
know his passing ain't great, but I believe it can be rebuilt.
He could throw a dart.
He can throw a dart. I just believe you can rebuild his throwing form because I think it does need some work.
When he chooses to run instead of even attempt to throw, I don't like it. I don't like it. He chooses to run. He always chooses to run more than anything.
I trust his legs more than just throwing up a prayer. If I'm Lamar Jackson,
I've seen plenty of games last year when he had wide open shots to people and he chose to run.
See, I don't believe that.
I mean, he's not lying. There's plenty of times where Lamar has second guessed his own passes because some of those windups, he's looking out a window and he won't.
Like, it's
throw
perfect. Everyone can see it. Everyone watching can
He
see
said
it. And then what does he
defense is
do?
calling their plays for him. So I mean,
Darts for it.
I mean,
what's one thing in that play that the defense cannot predict?
a pass.
When he's gonna take off. If you think the defense is calling out your entire play, I don't care how open a dude looks. If they know a route he's running, they gonna make that route look open until you throw it.
But is that on the coaching staff
That's coaching.
or is it Lamar Jackson?
Nobody in the
skill
Harbaugh
set?
family can coach.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Hey, I'm just
Both
saying.
Harbaughs are great, except
Whoa.
except Jim in college.
Jim in college is a letdown, but Jim in the NFL
No,
works.
they are past their time now.
I guess.
They are past their coaching prime.
No, I still believe in John Harbaugh.
I think they're getting passed by.
I think Lamar Jackson's success is more credit to.
Hey, y'all doing some podcast, huh?
How you doing,
Okay. Close up. How's that, fellas?
How's it going?
Alright. Open the window up, Jimmy.
No.
Hold on.
Be quick.
Thank you.
No problem, brother.
Sorry about that, guys. We're back.
Hey, it's all good.
Alright, so I think Lamar Jackson's success is more credit to John Harbaugh than it is Lamar Jackson. 100%.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, because at the end of the day, we saw this with Brady and Belichick. The players play. You got to give him credit for what he actually does on the field. Because no matter how good your scheme is, if your players don't execute, it's going to look bad. So I'm going to give more credit to Lamar Jackson and his running and juking people than I would John Harbaugh completely.
Yeah. And then you got to look at the only other big name receiver that Baltimore almost signed was Juju.
I mean,
First off,
And he chose not to go there.
and he's not a
it's
first.
their
He's not
saving
a,
grace. He didn't go there.
he's not a number
Plus,
one.
he's been their rival.
He doesn't care.
Yes, he does.
No.
no,
He
but
cares more about his brand than football.
Exactly, yeah.
He doesn't care
That's
about
why
it.
he didn't go to Baltimore.
He would've
Baltimore's not a
gotten-
huge market.
That's true.
Pittsburgh's a bigger market. And he signed a short deal to go get paid next year.
Just
I think the problem is Baltimore was offering multi-year deals.
I think the problem with
These
Baltimore
guys
is
were smart enough to know, get that one and done.
I mean, but everybody they were looking to sign were not number ones. Juju, we saw once Antonio Brown left, he looked completely different receiver. Michael Pittman Jr. looked better than him as a rookie. So we know he's not number one. T.Y. Hilton, he's not really a number one anymore.
Damn, he coming back.
He's coming back. We
He's
got to
coming
see
back.
it. I
He
just,
had a good year last year.
yeah, just
T.Y.?
good.
Yeah,
It was.
no.
he had a good year with them last
I
year.
said, no, it was decent. He had like, what, 700 receiving yards in total for the season? He did not.
Probably, yeah.
He did not have a great year.
Calm down. He had more than 700.
Look it up.
That's just disrespect.
Talking about Juju?
No.
No, we're talking about T.Y. at this
I
point.
swear
T.Y.
T.Y. did not have a lot.
Juju. I don't
T.Y.
want
had a
to-
lot.
Oh, he did? I thought.
He
maybe
had
that was
to.
somebody
He had
else.
to.
No way.
He
I
had
just
to.
feel like it was not.
I feel like
0,000.
I feel like for like the
What was
a
it?
lot of the
He had
games.
762 last
7-6
year.
total.
Oh my
700
god.
No. But that's only on 56 receptions.
That's,
That's only on 56.
we can only judge him on what was done.
762 on 56.
I mean, it's about 20 yards
He
per
missed
carry.
a game this year.
But I'm saying as a number one,
One?
I expect
Yeah,
him
he
to be
just
at
missed
least.
one game
If
this
you
year.
miss one game, you got to
Yeah, but Philip
Be close
Rivers
to a
sucks.
I mean, that's almost 20 yards per carry though, per catch.
I need my number ones to do better.
That's pretty good though.
I need my number ones to do bad. Like,
Yeah, but-
Baltimore
I
needs
mean,
a
they're turning
number
into a
one.
run team, anyways.
yeah, Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah,
That's a real running back right there.
they're
Who?
turning into more of a
Jonathan Taylor.
run-heavy team.
Oh,
So.
Jonathan Taylor.
Well, when you have Carson Wentz, that turns into a run-heavy team.
They got Hines too, right?
Chill.
I think that is their
Naheem
backup.
Hines, yeah.
Yeah.
I like Hines.
He was doing all them flips.
Dude, like
In
the
the
Colts,
end zone.
the Colts have the most complete team, top to bottom. When you look at like every position, I'm pretty sure.
Except the quarterback.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. They have the most complete team, except you just gotta hope your quarterback's good.
Yeah.
The most complete team in the NFL is in New York right now. The only team that's actually in New York.
Okay.
And not across the pond.
Someone told me the other day that people go to Buffalo. That's where their career dies.
I want to know who said that.
Yeah.
Who was in the AFC Championship game this year? Like,
You
is
won't-
this coming from a Bears fan? 'Cause,
Oh, no.
like, y'all been dead.
I got news flash. You won't be back. If you run into the Browns,
No, shit, no.
The Browns is
no.
the Browns. We gonna be
last
alright.
person said that. Hey.
We gonna be alright. We ain't Juju.
All the AFC North teams are B plus teams at best.
Oh yeah, Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh. It's just hurtful to see what they're going through because it's like
I think Pittsburgh is gonna be awful this year.
I know.
I think, maybe a wild card team.
I don't think they'll make the playoffs.
See,
'Cause I don't think they finish above third in their division.
I
I
think.
don't think that will get them in the playoffs
Right.
like it did this year.
So do you have a? Who do you have one?
Browns.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have Baltimore too.
Yeah.
See, I have Baltimore 3.
Who said?
Yeah, I have them
Baltimore's
3.
better
I have
than
them 3.
Pittsburgh at this point.
No, I trust Ben Roethlisberger more than I do Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I don't.
The
I don't.
Pittsburgh's going to be top.
You also
Again,
have to look
like
at
they
the
were
fact
this
that
year.
Pittsburgh does not have a running game at all.
Just gonna say, what is gonna change about their offense?
What's Baltimore's running game?
Everything.
Everything.
No, who's the running back? David Johnson?
It don't matter. You got Lamar Jackson. What team has stopped it thus
Thank
far?
you.
What team has actually stopped it thus far? To
Who,
stop
Lamar
them?
Jackson?
I mean, like in the regular season, when you look at their winning, like, because this is what we're saying, who's gonna finish the standings. So, in the regular season,
Bro, you're forgetting about the best rookie running back to come out last year. J.K. Dobbins.
He didn't do anything.
What do you mean? By the
Dobbins?
end of the
No.
season, he was their number one.
He probably ended up at number
That's
3.
the reason why they had to get rid of Mark Ingram.
No.
Because Mark Ingram moved down to 3.
Baltimore.
They got Gus Edwards, big boy. That's a bowling ball right there.
Baltimore will miss the playoffs.
No.
Yeah,
No,
100%.
they make the
so what's their
playoffs.
record? Because 7-9 is not an option anymore.
Oh, you got to remember,
'Cause there's 17
game season.
No,
They're
17 game
above
season,
500.
you could never be
They're
7-9
above
again,
500.
9-7. Like, what is there gonna be their record there?
10-7. 10-7 make the playoffs?
At the max, they'll win 10, but I see them winning 8 or 9.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I can't go 8 or 9.
They at least get 10.
That running.
I
game
wouldn't
is
be
still gonna
surprised if they get
polarizing.
12.
9. I'll give them 9-8.
No.
9-8 record.
No,
That's crazy.
I cannot see
The max. I'll give them 10-7.
Oh.
That's my floor, 10-7.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
what I'm
think
saying.
I
can
can
see
go
them
worse
getting
than
up to 12.
10-7.
I can see them getting up to 12 wins though.
Yeah, that's what.
12.
from
No,
10 to
I don't know
12,
about
yeah.
12.
like when I see them play in the division,
What
the
do they
only
get?
team they're gonna really lose to is
The Browns.
The Browns.
They'll lose a game to
They
Cincinnati.
will probably.
I don't know.
Yeah.
They will probably split games with the Browns this year.
Yeah,
and they
they
got an
just-
automatic 4 wins when they play Pittsburgh and the Bengals.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
They'll drop one against
It's odd.
Pittsburgh.
So
I don't.
they're you 5-1 in division play.
So there's already 5 wins.
5-1
They
in
get
the
5
division.
more.
No.
They'll be all right.
They'll be fine. I just don't see the Pittsburgh Steelers winning a lot of games because their defense got
It's
worse.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
But Big Ben, like,
Defense got worse.
what is he gonna do?
Run game, unless they get Najee Harris up there,
Yeah,
run
like-
game's not gonna get better.
Like I was just like Pittsburgh gonna be good. I'm like they didn't look good. Like they went on an 11-game win streak and literally got
The
trounced.
Cowboys
the
almost beat them
season.
last year
They did. Shout out to the Cowboys.
with Danucci.
Shut up.
Danucci almost beat them.
Ben.
I just don't see Baltimore. I don't.
If Ben DiNucci can almost seal the
I think
deal against
Oakland will probably win more games than Baltimore.
Yeah. Oh.
No, no.
I don't know.
Oakland.
Oakland's always a hit or miss.
This one's
You can
like,
toss
Oakland's always
Miami
a
in there.
miss.
Miami, I think, will be good this year.
The Jets with Zach Wilson.
Okay, the Jets. You get out of here with the
No.
Jets.
The Jets are gonna finish 4th in the division again.
They're gonna lose all 16 games and then win the last one because they don't know how to lose.
Bro, it's Zach Wilson.
I don't know. If I'm the Jets, I don't take a quarterback. I haven't given up on Sam
What?
Darnold. His coach was Adam Gase.
Well, okay, I agree with that, but if it's Zach Wilson, you go with Zach Wilson.
Like, I feel like you just got to give the man
Look,
a chance
it's-
with a competent
No,
coach.
no, it's the Jets' thing to do. Get rid of the better quarterback so you can get Zach Wilson.
Like,
Because Sam Darnold's definitely better than Zach Wilson.
no, Zach Wilson's lit, dude.
No.
dude, you got to give Sam Darnold. Like, we saw what Adam Gase did to Ryan Tannehill. Made him look terrible. Now he's
He did,
good.
yeah.
He's a good quarterback.
Mhm.
I think
Yeah,
Sam
but
Darnold.
Sam Darnold does need a full restart.
Ryan Tannehill's
Yeah.
better than Lamar Jackson.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nah.
Yeah.
Ryan Tannehill's 100. Yeah,
100%.
100%.
Ryan
take away
Tannehill
Derrick
is
Henry.
Jimmy
No.
G 2.0.
Take away
No.
Derrick Henry.
100%.
Yes, he's
No,
Jimmy G 2.0.
his
Their offense
passing
is-
game's so much better than
No.
Did you see his stats?
Demar.
Take
Ryan
away
Tannehill? Bro.
Bro, take
So-
away Derrick Henry.
He's got
I
the
swear he doesn't
second
look the
biggest
same.
receiver in the league in AJ Brown.
I
Yeah.
don't give a shit.
You got Derrick Henry,
Henry.
so every team stacks the box against you. Like, no.
I don't think I think people are undervaluing Derrick Henry.
Ryan
to say that.
Tannehill is a good quarterback.
It's good.
3,800 yards, 33
Okay.
touchdowns, 7 interceptions.
Why couldn't he hit 4K?
Now look at
You
Lamar.
want to see
I would-
Lamar's?
Look at Lamar.
I would
Look at
like-
Lamar's stats.
I would want to see the
Okay, but then you
percentage
gotta
of
put in
rushes
Lamar's
he
rushing
faced.
too.
Okay, that's fine.
You gotta put in Lamar's rushing too, though.
All right.
All right, and then look at Tannehill's rushing. Look at how many rushing TDs he had.
5 yards.
He probably had like 5 rushing
No,
TDs.
I still want to see the percentage of rushes.
All right.
Because I swear they're stacking.
You
the
said
box
he
anyway.
didn't cap 4K, right? Why couldn't he cap 4K? Why couldn't Lamar Jackson cap 3K?
Because they are the most run-heavy team in the
Because
league.
they don't believe in his throwing ability.
That's false. They don't. They know he doesn't have anybody
26
to throw to.
touchdowns, 9 interceptions.
Matt even said Tannehill's a better pocket passer.
Okay,
No,
Yeah.
but still,
he's drunk.
You think
Yes.
Lamar Jackson's a better pocket passer?
Yes.
No.
No,
Tannehill,
right?
that is-
No.
that is-
Tannehill has a far better team around him.
when you look at he has Derrick Henry coming up like Derrick Henry is leading rusher in the NFL for a reason. He's good, so they're
Because
stacking the
Dalvin
box.
Cook can't stay healthy.
Dalvin Cook may be able to catch pass a little better, but
He
pure
would have been
running.
the leading rusher this year if he hadn't got hurt. That's all I'm gonna say. Dalvin Cook is better. Christian McCaffrey's way better than all of them.
I don't know.
I'll
About
take
that.
Derrick Henry.
I'll take Derrick Henry.
As best running back?
Best running back, 100%
No.
Derrick Henry.
Yeah, Derrick Henry.
100%.
He can only do one thing:
Which is run the ball. What they pay him
run
to
straight.
That's
do.
all
That don't
he needs
matter.
to
He
do.
gets touchdowns.
Y'all are tripping. If you're taking Derrick Henry over Christian McCaffrey,
I like McCaffrey,
I
but
mean, I like him, but I just think
McCaffrey will do everything for your team.
I just believe in Derrick
He can
Henry's
run great.
potential.
Passing all day, he could probably throw touchdowns too.
Hey, what?
I
He
mean,
could probably play quarterback.
they're close, but I'd take.
I don't think they're
Henry.
close because Christian McCaffrey can do so much more. Like you can even line him up kick return. In college, he was untouchable on kickoff. Punt return,
But I just mean like Derrick Henry, pure running. I'm taking him because his ability to at any moment break out a play of a touchdown because you can't tackle him. Christian McCaffrey can
do the same.
not saying
He can break out any play.
not any play.
Yes,
I'm pretty sure Derrick Henry.
he is far
will-
more explosive than Derrick Henry.
Mm.
Here's the trick to Derrick Henry. This is what I learned over watching them. If you meet Derrick Henry in the backfield, you're safe.
You
You're
mean
safe.
his legs.
No. If you meet him in the backfield
I know what you're
before
saying.
he has time to gain steam,
I mean, yeah,
you're done. He's done. Like that's it. He has to have time to build momentum. That's
but
when he
that's-
breaks tackles.
But
If
that's
you meet
mostly
him in the
any
backfield,
running back. Most running backs, if you get caught in the backfield, you get tackled. Not every running back is just out here in the backfield.
Marshawn Lynch.
See, that's a different man. This
Marshawn
not a
Lynch.
regular.
You
It's
can
not a
beat him
regular
anywhere on
person.
the field. He all right.
He literally would, in his interview, you just keep hitting him in the face. They just get tired of it. Like that's a different man. we
But
can't
I'm
compare
saying,
anybody to him.
And Dalvin Cook is also running behind a much worse offensive line.
I mean,
When healthy, putting up the same exact numbers.
Titans' offensive line was ranked in like between I'd say 15 and 20. I don't think they cracked the top 10, so
No,
they're not
they were
great.
much better than that.
I don't think they were.
But then look at Minnesota's offensive line. They might crack 30. Might have been 30 to 32. Like, tough. It's rough out here. Tannehill can't scramble. That's crazy to me.
Huh?
Tannehill cannot
Matt-
scramble. I don't know why
Matt
he's
was
saying that.
he said Lamar's a dual threat and that Tannehill's more can scramble but is more comfy in the
You
pocket.
could be a dual threat, but you can't. Ryan Tannehill's
Dual
so
threat. Like,
Ryan
he'll
Tannehill's
burn you
so
both
much
ways.
better.
they're not just saying
I
he's a
don't
running
see
quarterback.
How you just say he's so much better?
Yeah, 100%. So much better. I'd hands down take Ryan Tannehill over Lamar.
No, I will take. If you put them in the same exact situation,
What you burning, Jimmy?
there's a reason. There's a reason that Ryan Tannehill was a receiver all throughout college until his final year.
Dual threat, dude.
No, because he was not made for the position
He
like
said dual
that.
threat.
He was not made for the position like that.
I mean, hear me out.
Lamar played quarterback all his life. Tannehill played receiver.
Dual threat. I love it.
Tannehill is no threat to anybody.
Oh, yeah.
I just feel like if you take away AJ Brown and Derrick Henry,
Well,
I
they-
feel like his numbers.
Put Tannehill on
They
the
took
Ravens
away-
and they're a far worse team.
Yep.
They took away Adam Humphries and Corey Davis. So now he just has A.J. Brown.
That's true.
Those were weapons. Adam Humphries,
Barely.
they're still
If
weapons.
those are weapons, Stevie Wonders and Ray Charles are weapons.
No.
Yes.
Don't disrespect them like that.
Adam Humphries, knock off Julian Edelman.
And they took off Johnu Smith.
John
So if he fucking balls out, you guys have nothing
See,
to say.
John-
if he
Smith
balls
is
out
gonna
this
hurt.
season, yes, I'm like, okay, he has more
John
talent than I
Smith is
predicted.
going to hurt, but the other two, subpar. Corey Davis is not great.
They're good receivers. They're good weapons. I take them.
No.
Yeah.
A.J. Brown.
To have him.
Well, he's just the number
A.J.
one
Brown
receiver.
is-
Other
He's
guy-
the guy on the team.
We've already talked about Aaron Rodgers.
Who wanted to talk about Aaron
He
Rodgers?
said Aaron Rodgers, though.
Rodgers. Hey, that's GOAT.
That is
That's GOAT.
that is
Too bad
the-
his team
the-
hates him.
So overrated.
Chill.
So overrated.
Yeah, we won't go back to that conversation.
He's not. He can't be overrated when he puts up the numbers.
Look,
I
if
mean,
his
yes,
team
he can't.
didn't-
He can't
if
make a
his team didn't
playoff
hate
win.
Him, he'll be alright.
He can't. He can't get a playoff win and
If
make it
his
to the
team
Super
didn't
Bowl.
hate
But
him,
Like, oh my
he will be
gosh.
on.
It's all look. All I'm saying is, for the past years, I heard it was the defense. His defense forced 3 second-half interceptions. He turned them into 6 points. At some point, you have to say, "Hey, we need you to perform, Mr. Quarterback, Mr. Making the most money, Mr. I want the NFC Championship game at Lambeau Field. You got everything you wanted, and you lost.
he does have it pretty easy.
He
I mean-
had everything he wanted. He wanted
Hold
home
on.
field.
He don't got
He
everything
had
he
Devontae
wanted.
Adams. He had the
He
best
don't want Matt
center.
LaFleur
He had
there.
Matt LaFleur's a good coach, though.
He don't got everything that he wants.
I mean, look at the division he's into. I mean, he has it pretty easy.
Like
Yeah,
at
he
some
does.
point,
Yeah.
I'm looking
He's
at
got
the
the
quarterback.
Bears,
I'm looking at that
Lions, Vikings.
That's
Those aren't
6
a
free
threat.
wins.
That's
For
literally
real,
6
it should
free
be a
wins.
guaranteed 6 every year.
Except for the Vikings, they be so up and down. They might be able to beat them every once in a while.
Just throw out Jordan Love against the Lions this year. Might as well. The Lions are
Honestly.
stink.
I'm tempted to see if Jared Goff actually starts for them.
Probably
I
not.
wouldn't be surprised if they tried somebody else out there on the field for him.
I don't know.
Who's their backup? Get Orlovsky back out there.
Hey, they might take a quarterback. I could see them taking somebody like Kyle Trask.
Yeah.
Like I could see them taking somebody like 2nd round, something like that.
You have to see that. That's not
2nd, 3rd round, like somebody just to develop. Because there's no way they can get Jared Goff as the future.
I mean, he did get to a Super Bowl. I don't.
Sean
think-
McVay got to the Super Bowl.
Sean McVay carried him to the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
Hey man,
along with that defense.
we gonna give him a
That
second
defense
chance.
of Sean McVay carried him to the Super Bowl.
I mean, true, but yeah. Okay.
So I don't want to hear nothing about
I
Jared
guess-
Goff got to the Super Bowl.
Okay. I take my statement back.
Thank you.
I can't deny y'all points at all.
What else happened this week?
Not much.
I don't know of anything big that's been going down in the NFL. It's all been centered around the draft and the pro days.
Yeah, it's been pretty slow.
It's just regular season. I mean, KD's supposed to come back, but he's supposed to come back. We don't have that confirmed.
I mean, the only
I don't know
Big
if
thing
he will
that's-
come back this week. I think Steve Nash just kind of floating that out there. Like, yeah, he could come back if he
that's
wanted
what they
to,
could come back, but
He
I don't
could
think he
come back.
will.
but I think we'll hold him out some more.
Yeah,
We're still killing everybody.
true.
Yeah, other than what we just talked about, other than that, it's just March Madness final.
Lakers got Drummond, but Toenail got ripped out. So
Gonzaga could beat the Lakers right now.
boy,
Sucks.
No.
Gonzaga could beat the Lakers right now.
don't make Kyle Kuzma put up 30 in the fourth quarter. Just blow him out.
Drew hit me a dunk on Kuzma.
Wow, y'all be lying.
He'll dunk on LeBron. He will dunk on LeBron next year.
Oh
He'll get
my
fouled.
God.
Anthony
He'll
Davis
get fouled
will
because of
probably send
LeBron.
his shit to the bleachers, but
He won't
he'll
dunk.
get everybody else on
No,
the
he
team.
won't dunk on LeBron. He'll get fouled because of LeBron.
Hey. Drew Timmy will slam on everybody on the team.
And then you'll have the
except AD.
commentators. You have the commentator in the background. Oh my God, here we go again.
Andre Drummond gonna lose another toenail when he get dunked on.
Did he lose a toenail before?
Yeah, he like
Yeah, first game with the
Brooke
Lakers.
Lopez like stepped on his foot.
And his toenail came off. So his shoes had
And
to
he
be way
was
too
out the
tight.
rest of the game. And
He's gonna miss
he's
Sunday.
sitting right now.
Yeah, he's gonna miss that Clippers game.
Man,
So
that's just crazy to me.
like NBA's just boring. I ain't gonna lie. It's
I'm
not
just
much
ready
for the
for
NBA
playoffs.
right now until playoffs start.
Just ready for the playoffs.
NBA stinks.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not the regular NBA.
I mean, Nets gonna win it all. So
It's the
it's
same.
already
It's like
predetermined.
regular MLB stings too. It's the playoffs that makes it fun.
I know it's 82 games. Is so much.
Hey,
It's
I think
too
I
many
got caught
games.
on a Braves April Fools.
What was
I
that?
saw something. They said the Braves were changing their name to the Hammers
Oh, that'd be so stupid.
because
Yeah,
it's like same reason that the
yeah,
Redskins changed their
Redskins,
name. But it was like they was gonna change their name to the Atlanta Hammers.
Aren't the
It's-
Cleveland Indians changing their name?
They're looking into it. I don't.
If they're gonna do that, it
think-
might be Atlanta Pounders.
I don't think Atlanta will change their name.
No, I don't
I think
so.
they will rebrand.
To what? Like, what do you mean?
Just because right now, like it's all about like Native American and
Mm-hmm.
everything. Like they got the chop and everything. Like
Yeah.
Chop's lit.
I assume that they will rebrand, but they will stay the Braves.
So you think they're just gonna get rid of the chop?
I think they'll get rid of the chop. I
No.
think they'll have to.
No.
They'll have
It
to.
pumps you up.
No.
Someone's on running scoring position.
No, they'll have
And
to
they play it?
change. They'll have to change the little tomahawk that they got on the
No.
jerseys. Yeah, they will. They will.
No.
If the Indians are having to change,
Chop, dude.
if the Indians have to change,
So you think Kansas City gets rid of the chop?
the Chiefs?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
I think
You
ultimately
can't get rid of the chop,
I
bro.
really think it will.
It pumps them up.
I think at one point.
If they get rid of the chop, the Braves are gonna be an awful
Here's how
offense.
it's gonna-
They ain't never gonna score.
Here's what it'll be: if the Chiefs, as soon as the Chiefs start to suck, because they will not be great forever. As soon as they start to suck, Chiefs gone. That name's gone. Because I think that was the problem with the Redskins.
What would you name the
They
Chiefs?
sucked. I don't know.
But I mean, out of that
I wouldn't
name
change them from the Chiefs, but I
Washington
mean,
football team.
Kansas City Tornadoes. There's a lot of tornadoes in Kansas
see,
City.
that's a little. That's,
Messed up.
Twisters.
that's a sensitive
The
topic.
Kansas
Like,
City Twisters.
What do you mean?
they would not do that.
There's
There's no
a
way
Carolina
they would do that.
Hurricanes.
See, I was gonna say, is it like a team
there's
called Hurricanes? Like, I think
Carolina
we can do
Hurricanes
that.
in
You got the Miami
hockey.
Hurricanes too. But
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
I think tornadoes.
see them doing that.
Kansas City Tornadoes. Let me own the team.
No.
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 He said no.
He'll have everybody doing the chop.
Change the name, but keep the chop.
They'll be chopping all the way out the league.
Mm.
You get banned.
Man.
I'm just saying. I think eventually, because I think that's why I hit the Indians. Like they had a couple good years. Like when the Cubs won, like the Indians were up there. They stayed consistent for a couple years.
What do you call the?
Now they falling off.
What do you change the Cleveland to? What is there in Cleveland?
Awful.
Yeah.
Just make them
I don't
Cavaliers
know.
Junior.
Because like, you got the Cavaliers.
Because you got the
That's-
Browns. What a dumb
This
name.
is what I'm saying. The Browns. Like you got the Cavaliers. That's the best name. You got the Browns. Indians was pretty good, but they got to change it. So
I mean, their logo's a helmet. Like, come on,
Yeah,
you could do
it's
better
a
than
It's
that.
gonna be the Cleveland Orange.
Cleveland
Oh
Orange.
my god, it's an orange. The fruit.
Hey, bro, they got the helmet. Now they got the fruit. Like,
They'll have
all
they'll
right,
have
go for
the green stem as the little outline.
it. I'm just saying, like, ultimately they will end up having to change it.
yeah, I can see.
I
that.
think it just comes down to the fact.
What if
that
LeBron James just buys them? Call them Cleveland Kings.
that works.
You already got the.
LA Kings. Wait, hold on.
Well,
That's
they're
a
not
hockey team.
baseball. They're not
We're talking about
baseball.
baseball.
Who's
There's
the
too
last
many
game?
games, though, 'cause
The
they
last
got
game
the
in
Sacramento Kings.
Hey, there's only one king, and that's King James.
That's false.
yawn.
Hey,
That was false.
Anyways,
You don't call Derrick Henry king.
what's the last game in March Madness? It's the Zags and the Bears, right?
Oh yeah. No, it's just the Zags getting the trophy.
Yeah, honestly.
Nobody else is in that game.
All right. Well, Matt asked who we were taking. I'm taking.
Oh, it's Zags.
Yeah, I'm taking the Zags all the way.
Easily.
Yeah, at this point.
Yeah, I might
If
go
they
take
don't win, I
Zags.
mean,
I'll take them at 10.5 point spread.
I wouldn't do
That
that.
4.5 is not enough. I'll take them at 10.5.
I don't
10 and
know
a
about
half
all
point
that.
Yeah.
spread. That's crazy.
I don't know.
They'll
about
win
that.
by double digits.
You know, I don't know. No, they barely won
So much is on
yesterday.
the line. Like, I don't think they're gonna walk in and trounce them.
This one game, okay, they barely beat West Virginia by 5 points
Okay, so
during the regular
you're
season. They smoked everybody else though. They're averaging 20-point wins in the playoff, like in the bracket.
I'd give the 4-point spread. I wouldn't give
Oh.
the 10.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
we'll
give
give it
double digits.
Bro, they will
Because
win
I mean,
by
that's
11.
a draining game
Yeah.
against UCLA. You won in overtime. You won at the buzzer.
Yeah, they got a day of rest. Now they're gonna go kill them.
I don't know.
They have buzzer beater. They might have been drained throughout that whole game.
That
As
was
soon as he
beautiful,
hit that buzzer beater, though, it's electric.
It was something else watching that live. Just see if
Over with.
he knew it was going in. Oh, like he built different.
I'm just
This is
saying.
what we watch March Madness for.
That was the only good game.
Yeah, that's the
You
only
think
game
that
I
was the
watched.
only
game? Yeah.
Honestly, it was the only game I
This
watched.
was a weak March Madness, I think.
I mean,
At the beginning, it was really good.
objectively speaking, the Ohio State Oral Roberts game was good,
I guess so.
but that shit hurt. That hurt. They should not have lost that game.
And sometimes you're just not meant to win.
I mean, we suck at basketball. We're a football school.
Sometimes.
We're just gonna start putting money in the McDonald's bags like Tennessee does, and maybe we can get another national championship.
Hmm.
I ain't even a Tennessee fan, but wow, bro, I live here. You do too.
Alright.
Have some respect for the state.
Nah, this state stinks.
Yeah,
Their own
100%.
Their own baseball team was fooling on them.
Okay.
I saw a celebration. Their baseball team had the McDonald's bags out there passing them out in the dugout. Like, no.
we have to be the
They making
weakest.
fun
We
of
have to be the weakest state
themselves.
with major teams,
Yeah, especially
See?
Memphis.
Now we got the Titans.
other than
I
the
mean,
Titans.
Especially Memphis.
The,
Memphis
the
Grizzlies?
Titans were bad
Yeah.
until like a couple years ago, anyways.
Okay, that's like half the NFL.
Grizzlies
The best for
sell
home
out
business.
and just offer everybody a max deal.
Are the Grizzlies good?
The
No.
Grizzlies,
No.
John Morant's great. The
They
rest
will-
of the team.
they're gonna get better because Jaren Jackson Jr. will come back, and I think that enhances John Morant. Plus, you got Dylan Brooks. He a great 3-point shooter. Valanciunas has been playing better, so I think as the rest of the season plays out going into next year, they should be way.
They gotta become a super team if they want to get anywhere.
Yeah, that's
I
pretty
mean,
much the
that's
NBA.
what the NBA is.
I mean,
If
I
you're
don't
not
know.
a super team, you're just
Yeah.
subpar.
There's only really one super team, which is the Nets. Everybody else has just a star.
no.
Quit acting like the Lakers.
Lakers
don't
are
just
a
build a
team.
team too.
Dude, they have. Okay, you have LeBron and AD, and they're out. And what did you just say about that team? Who can beat them? Gonzaga.
Yes, but you
Look
yeah.
at your shirt,
Because Gonzaga's a
But
super
you
team as
look-
well.
Look at the shirt.
Look at the way.
Lakers.
Back to back.
Look at the way the Nets can start adding these dudes. They're past their prime. Big name dudes past their prime. People freaking out. The Lakers do it. Nobody says a word.
Dude, who did they add?
Like you can't.
Who
Blake
they-
Griffin is past his prime.
But I'm saying, who did the Lakers add? Okay, they added Andre Drummond. He was never a superstar.
But they were already
well,
a super team
that's
before.
because he was in Detroit.
So he was a superstar
He
anywhere
was-
else?
Because he was in Detroit, he couldn't be a superstar. But he was great. Andre Drummond's great.
Great rebounder.
Bro, Detroit sucks. They ain't been good since the bad boy Pistons. Like,
Part 2. They won a championship in 04. They had part
I
2.
don't count that. 'cause
Rip Hamilton.
Detroit is
Chauncey
irrelevant.
Billups.
Detroit is
Oh.
irrelevant as a sports town.
What's the other
Like,
guy?
Big Ben.
Detroit
Ben
is
Gordon was
irrelevant
there. Yeah, Ben
as a
Gordon,
sport.
yeah.
Ben Gordon.
Detroit is
Thompson.
irrelevant as a sports town.
Rasheed Wallace.
Now they are, yeah.
Yeah, now.
Oh,
No, they used to be really good at
When they
hockey.
won in 04, they were irrelevant.
Red Wings
Sometimes
used to
you
be
win the
really
NBA
good.
Finals and you irrelevant.
Ask them.
Well, it's been
Ask
like what?
every dude except Dirk Nowitzki that played on played for the Mavericks. Like you can ask just anybody on the street who was on that team. Dirk. Who else?
Jason
I don't
Terry,
know.
JJ Barea, Tyson Jack. Come on now.
Don't nobody know that though. Don't
said I
nobody
wanted
know
more
that
knowledge.
though. You gotta be a real NBA fan to know this kind of stuff.
I mean, that's true. Because when they beat the Heat in the finals, it's like, yeah, Dirk and them dudes.
Like people know that they won a championship. People know that Dirk won a title. People don't know who the hell else he won it with.
That was a pretty good team.
All it was, if you ask anybody, Dirk versus the Heat, it might as well have been the Dallas Dirk. Like, there wasn't nobody else on that team. Like,
It is like, hey, Dirk and them dudes when they won a championship, you don't start naming the other players. It's like,
that's what I'm saying.
it's like, okay, yeah, Jason Terry, Tyson Jack. Like, you had guys, but Dirk and them dudes.
But that's because they were going against Bosh, Wade, LeBron. Like, that team was stacked. So,
That
I
team
mean,
was stacked.
when you start comparing dudes across,
Oh, yeah, they
it
were.
really was just Dirk versus three.
Yeah. But heavily outmatched talent-wise. I mean, heavily outmatched, but, you know.
But
Dirk and them
they do.
dudes. Dirk and them dudes.
Dirk and them dudes.
Dirk and them dudes. Dirk and them dudes. Oh, man.
I'm just saying though, like at this point, you got to be a super team. If you're not a super team, like you're just not gonna finish.
I don't know. Because, like, the Nets, they're adding Blake Griffin and Marcus Aldridge. But they're still going to lose to the Lakers.
They won't.
I just don't see them. Like, they're going to lose to
They're,
Philadelphia.
they're adding
No.
big name dudes though that are past their prime.
I mean, but the
Like
best
yeah,
thing...
like you got your big three.
Yeah.
Every other great name on your team, yeah, they were all star at one point in time.
But the fact that you
But
have a
this-
KD, Kyrie, and James Harden, you may not be what you were, but you get to come back way closer because nobody cares as much about you. It's
those
KD,
three are-
Kyrie, Harden, so you're going
Those
to be
three
open.
are great. They are for sure the best three on the team together right now. But you can't sit around and act like Blake Griffin is a monster signing.
I don't. I'm just
You
saying,
can't
like,
act like LaMarcus Aldridge a monster signing.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, they're going to add these pieces. Like, yeah, they're good, but then you're going to see the Lakers. And you're going to lose.
Lakers don't get past the Jazz.
Bro.
Lakers don't get
Stop
past the
talking
Jazz.
about the Jazz. Like,
I'm just
who,
saying.
who are the Jazz? Like, let's be honest.
Number
I get
one
they're
seed.
the number one seed. That's it.
Rudy Gobert on a mission ever since Shaq challenged him.
And he
I think he might be averaging 12 points right now.
exactly averaging 12
he got
points.
that up from 11.
And like Utah, if they face the Nuggets, they're not gonna get past them because Jokic gonna
That's crazy.
he's gonna cook
That's
him.
crazy.
Jokic will cook Gobert. Anthony Davis will cook Gobert. He's irrelevant against great centers. We've seen him go against Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid's like, oh, you defensive player of the
He
year.
won't
No,
have to
you're
go
not.
against AD. So AD won't play the rest of the year.
Wow. I mean, I want to say
Yeah,
you're
I'm
wrong,
not wrong, I know.
but
I'm
like,
not wrong,
I want to say you're wrong, but I can't say you're wrong until you come back.
Exactly.
And we don't know when he coming back.
He won't.
He back.
That's all I know.
He'll be back.
No.
He comes back.
He may come back for a week. I think he'll be out the rest of this year.
You're just a hater.
No, I just don't think he'll come back. I love AD. He's the best player on that team.
I mean, yeah, I'll give him that.
But I don't think he'll be on that team.
LeBron's amazing, but I think AD right now at the height of his game,
Yeah,
is better than
LeBron's
LeBron.
obviously past his prime.
Athletically, I'd say that.
I mean, he's still doing great things, but not without AD.
I don't know. I just see this shirt and
You see who's dead center of that shirt, right?
it looks
Scene
like it's-
23.
I mean, you
It's
see who's
number
up front
three.
though. You see who up front.
It's
His
number
number is
three.
behind him.
Oh, Caldwell Pope, yeah, up front. Kuz up front. Yeah, they up front, but AD in the center.
Okay.
Because AD is the centerpiece of that team.
Okay.
I'm just saying, that is what it is.
We'll see, but all I'm saying is, Lakers in 5.
Lakers can get swept.
Lakers in okay, yeah, Lakers in 4. You're right. They gonna sweep them.
No.
But yeah.
Get swept by the Jazz. Then the Nets gonna win in this 6 against the Jazz in the finals.
All right. Hey, we're gonna have to revisit this one once the Lakers win, because I think it's about time to wrap it up for today, guys.
They'll never win. Done.
He can't let that go.
Done. Last year was for Kobe. This year, they done.
We're gonna revisit this, man. I'll see you in June. When you buy me another Lakers championship shirt.
Guess who you won't see in June? Them dudes. Them dudes.
You be getting another shirt, but it won't be them.
Yeah.
I cry.
We're gonna be swept.
I cry. You buy me that.
Get you a Rudy Gobert, Donovan Mitchell holding a broom, sweeping ass under the rug.
Bro, stop bringing up the Jazz. Use any other team, just the Jazz.
Hey, Luka. You don't want me to get Luka with a broom. Luka hit that step back with the
Bro,
broom.
if you don't go talk to the Clippers, boy, don't bring them over here to us.
Clippers are dead.
We gonna whoop. We Nuggets. We every team the Clippers couldn't beat, we beat.
Okay, that was last year. Last year was for Kobe. We already know that.
Last year was for Kobe.
This year
All
you're
for
just
Kobe.
back to being the Lakers.
That's what we were last year.
No, you weren't. You were Kobe's Lakers last year. This year you LeBron's Lakers.
Look, if I'm LeBron's
Major
Lakers,
step down.
if I'm LeBron Lakers, I can live with that. He done been to the 9 of the last 10 finals. Really, the last 9.
Lost
How many
6.
won? Yeah.
Still, he gets
Lost
there.
6.
I don't care
You
how
gotta
many
get there.
I don't care how many times you get there if you don't do nothing
All
when
I'm
you're
saying
there.
is, you say 80 the best player.
You don't get a
So-
trophy for going somewhere.
And look, if LeBron get him
Jimmy
there,
G didn't get his second ring when he went to the Super Bowl. Jared Goff don't have a ring. Like, you don't get nothing for going to the Super Bowl.
and that's fine because LeBron will get us there. And you always say 80 the best player, so he gonna take us.
I
home.
just told you AD not playing.
he gonna play.
No.
Stop putting these aspersions on my team.
Just
Stop putting
saying.
these aspersions on my
I
team.
want to see AD out there, but it's not gonna happen.
We'll revisit this in
It's
June.
not gonna happen.
I want to
And
revisit
then
this in June
when
when I have a
LeBron
new shirt.
finally leave the Lakers, AD gonna take over. AD gonna be like, hey, I was never hurt. I was just tired of being with that old man.
Wow.
He was too busy. He was too busy dunking on Bugs Bunny.
Y'all hear this disrespect, right?
I'm just saying.
Y'all hear the disrespect.
I'm just saying.
I can't wait till June. I can't wait till June. It's gonna be
Yeah,
great.
LeBron can't wait to be on vacation early this year.
You a hater. You just be hating.
But they had 71 days in the off season last year. They got about 3 years this off season. They don't get as much as anybody.
Just look. You know, extra large. 2021. That's all we say.
We'll see.
I'll close that. But yeah, that's the end of the podcast today, guys. Like and subscribe. We'll see you next week. Peace out.
Boy.